Second lecture on entrepreneurship. I would like to discuss the following things today. The contents are creativity and innovation, barriers to creativity, 10 keys to business innovation, the creative process, techniques for improving the creativity process, intellectual property, that is, protecting your ideas. The concept is how you make your ideas or how you change your dreams to reality. When we talk about the word creativity, it is defined as the ability to develop new ideas and to discover the new ways of looking at the problems and opportunity. This means that under certain circumstances, we might have come across some problems. And in order to address those problems, we need to discover or find out ways how we can change this problem into our opportunities. And we can do that by using some new ideas, by creating new methods for solving our problems. Innovation is defined as the ability to apply creative solutions to the problem and opportunities to enhance or enrich the people's life. This means that when we talk about innovation, it is actually how we implement what ideas we have discovered and how it is going to change the people's life. What we say, innovation, actually it is the creative solution which we apply and we change the people's life. That means that we are actually applying those solutions or using the opportunity of changing the people's life, or that is the reason we say that creativity and innovations are the signature of small entrepreneurial businesses. That means they guarantee you success in your business or new venture which you are going to do. You see that there are certain or a number of barriers to creativity. For example, the time pressure, unsupportive management, pessimistic co-workers, rigid policies of company, and so on. Time pressure, as we all know that in any organization, the timeline and the deadlines are very important. The creative people are not used to following the timelines. They are in many cases against this time pressure. They want to work freely and they don't want to take any time pressure or deadlines. They want to do things at their own, in their leisure time. Then another important factor or obstacle to creativity is the unsupportive management. People in the management are usually against this creativity because they don't want to make changes. They want to run on their routine lives. Accepting change in any organization is a difficult task, and that is why we have seen that creative people have problems, obstacle getting support from the other managers, from the other people. Pessimistic co-workers is another barrier, or that is another obstacle which we see, that mostly the co-workers or the people around, they have a pessimistic approach towards solving problems, and since they are not ready to accept the change, they always talk about the negative or deficient points of the new idea, and they always want to have a negative or narrow mindedness towards it. Whereas, in order to improve the or accept the new idea, you have to have an optimistic approach. Then we see the rigid policies. We have seen this red tapeness or bureaucratic approach in many companies, in many organizations. And as a result, this creative person or those who have creative ideas, they come across a lot of problems. They find hurdles in their way because the rigidity is against the changes, and creative people hate rigidity. Now we talk about creativity. As the creative expert Teresa Amabel identifies, there are three components of creativity. Number one, the expertise. Expertise means that one must have technical, procedural, and conceptual knowledge to generate potential solutions to a problem. It means if you are experienced enough and you are thoroughly and very well qualified and you have a thorough knowledge of the problem, only then you are capable of finding a solution for that specific problem. Then the second important factor or component of creativity is the creative thinking skills. A person must possess the willingness to take risk and to see problems or situations from a different perspective using variety of techniques. Those people who think creatively, they actually have the willingness. So a creative person has to take risk and he has to find solution under the given circumstances, and in order to find solution, in order to see the problem as an opportunity, he or she will have to look at the problems in a different ways using a variety of techniques, different technologies and methodologies to solve the problem. Motivation is another very, very important factor. As Thomas Alva Edison said, that in order to make one light bulb, it took him 10,000 experiments. So he says that now I know 9,999 ways of not making an electric bulb. What we say for creative people, that your desire to create or develop a creative solution needs a lot of experiment, and you have to be very, very aggressive and optimistic. Unless you are fully motivated, you just cannot come up with any new creative idea or solution. Entrepreneurs and their employees may transform their companies into engines of innovation by combining these three components of creativity. That means, in order to come up with different solutions for different circumstances and situations, we need to combine these factors or these elements of expertise, creative thinking skills, and motivations. Unless you are optimistic, you will never be able to fulfill your desires. As described by the Dublin Group of renowned management consultants, there are 10 points which are key to business innovation. For example, we talk about the business model. Okay, how your company makes money. This is important. for you that you design your business model in such a way that you are clear about your finances, how you are going to make money, how your innovation and value proposition provides to the target customers, and in what way it delivers value to the customers. That means your business model must be clearly defining your methods of making money, fundraising, your finance affairs, and then how you are going to provide things or goods or services to your target customer, how you are going to address them, and what are the ways of making deliveries to your customer. Second important thing is the networks and alliances. Can you join forces with other company or entity for mutual benefit? It means that you enter into an alliance. For example, you must have got the knowledge about OPEC. It's a cartel. Similarly, you have to become part of a network in order to take advantage of the other who are already in the same or similar business. In this way, you, along with the other organization, set up a price and you search for the market which is already known to other parties or other organizations which are in the business. Third important factor is the organizational structure. How do you support and encourage your employees' creative efforts? It is very important that you must support the creative ideas of people who are working with you. In this way, you actually appreciate the efforts made by your people, made by your team members, those people who are working for you. And in order to do that, effective organizations use appropriate structure and culture to align their talent to spark innovation. In order to introduce new ideas, in order to utilize the talents which is available in your organization, you need to help out and support creative people so that you always come up with new ideas. Then we talk about the core processes. The process of a company is very important. Do you add some value for customer, or your processes, your methods, your procedures are easy and simple so that it becomes customer friendly? It is important. If your system, if your organization has this customer friendly methods of work and you give some support to customer and your core processes are easy, for example, you give easier or friendly methods of dealing with customer, you will have an advantage and you will have an edge over others who are competing with you in the business.